Welcome to the 508 Power Hour, and here are your hosts, Fran and Dave.
A little throwback. Little throwback for Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. Episode 6, Fran. What a week it was. LeBron won a fake title.
It's a real title, Dave.
It's a fake title.
It's a real title. LeBron's the GOAT, unfortunately.
No, Celtics won. It would have been real, but unfortunately, Anthony Davis carried LeBron to his fourth ring.
LeBron carried him. LeBron carried the team, as he always does.
Classic Fran, Yankees, LSU Fran. He's just always riding that bandwagon.
Yeah, Dave. I got something quick before we jump into the recap. Le'Veon Bell.
Soon to be Pittsburgh Steeler, Fran, I believe. Let me call it here first. I know everyone's saying that he might go to Tampa Bay, maybe somewhere that can actually pay him next year, somewhere else, but I think he's going to have a little reuniting with his guy.
I'd love to see him back in Pittsburgh. But before anything, I want to sound off on the Jets, man. If you
Did you see what Gay said today?
No, I didn't. We'll get to that in a second. But if you're a football fan, like New York, top sports market, they have the Jets, suck.
Yep.
Giants, suck.
Yep.
Buffalo, they're not the New York market. That's upstate. Doesn't matter. So you have the New York Jets sign Adam Gase. They bring in the new GM after they signed Gase, after they signed Le'Veon to that ridiculous contract, after the fucking draft.
Right.
So Douglas comes in as a GM with not his guy at head coach, not his guys in free agency, and not his guys in the draft. So now we're sitting here. The Jets, after 17 games that Le'Veon played in New York, Le'Veon Bell is going to outlive Adam Gase. Adam Gase, the guy who demolished Miami.
Le'Veon Bell got a lot of money, too, guaranteed.
Adam Gase, the guy who is now in New York, and he has demolished the frickin' Jets. You have a GM who doesn't pick these guys. Gase says, as Le'Veon is signed, I don't want Le'Veon Bell. I don't like that contract. That's your guy. His first top signing, he was like, I don't want it. Le'Veon Bell, top running back from 13 to 17.
They had a good cornerback too, I think, right?
Cornerback?
Yeah.
Buster Screen was there, but
Jamal Adams.
Oh, safety. But yeah, Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams doesn't want to be there because Gase. Literally because Adam Gase.
Yeah, his eyes tell the story. He is a lunatic, and he's crazy. And I don't know if he actually understands football.
Every week we sit here and we talk coaches that should get fired, and Adam Gase is the number one coach every single week. Dan Quinn is gone. Finally, Atlanta, good call there.
Matt Patricia got lucky.
Matt Patricia
with a win and then a
still
bye.
there. The guy for Bill O'Brien, gone.
Yep.
Adam Gase is still there?
I think, it's a whole plan by the Jets organization, right?
It doesn't matter.
You keep him the whole season. So obviously, they're losing because of Adam Gase. They're losing because of Adam Gase. You trade Sam Darnold away. Maybe he goes to Dallas. A little help there. Get some offensive weapons. And then you get Trevor Lawrence. Perfect plan.
And is Adam Gase still there, or did he get
No,
fired?
Adam Gase is
He's
gone,
fired?
dead in the river. He's got to go.
Sam Darnold, talented player. Jets are ruining the kid.
100%.
Le'Veon Bell, talented player. Jets ruined him.
Yep.
Jamison Crowder is the only player on that. Jamal Adams, top, I think he was the 6th overall pick.
Gone.
4th overall pick, whatever he was nothing. He was a stud.
Yep.
Gone. Nothing to do with them. Who's their number 2? They signed Denzel Mims. The guy hasn't got on the field this year. That's your number 1 pick. Not even on the field. Everything about the New York Jets is trash. That team is so bad. It's like they have picks right now. They have picks, and they have a ton of cap space coming into the next year. But if Douglas doesn't get Adam Gase the hell away from the Jets,
there's no free agent signings.
That team is not doing anything.
Nobody's going to want to go there.
It's going to be 5+ years that the Jets do anything.
I mean, the Jets will be the same old Jets.
And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Brady is finally gone. You have a chance in the AFC if you can put a team on the field. Mm-hmm. And Joe Flacco has started 2 games this year.
Look at the Dolphins.
Coming into this week.
The Dolphins are doing it right.
Yeah.
They're not the Bills at 4-1, but the Dolphins look good.
And the Dolphins. Who the hell did the Dolphins fire before they turned it around?
Exactly.
Adam
Gase.
Freaking Gase. That is the biggest hypocrisy, whatever the hell word that thing is, in the entire football in the whole football world. It's insane. It's actually insane.
It is. It's kind of crazy.
It pisses me off, and the Jets are one of the teams that dude, if you have a Jets jersey, just burn it. Hey, that team is not going to be good.
Mark Sanchez.
My kids are going to grow up and think the Jets suck because they're still going to suck.
Let's get Fran. You'll never have kids. Right.
They're going to suck. It's
your kids.
The Jets.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
The Jets.
I mean, yeah, the Jets will always be the Jets. There's nothing about it. I mean, you cannot change shit. I mean, you just can't.
Yeah.
You can, and that is a disgusting organization, disgusting franchise. Until they fire Adam Gase, maybe they lose by less than 20. They'll think about keeping him.
Yep.
But there's no chance they lose by less than 20.
It's just crazy because last year, Le'Veon, first year in New York, Le'Veon underachieves. I want to say if you can give me all the crap about their offensive line and the passing game and the defense sucks and all that. Le'Veon Bell was not the same player he was in Pittsburgh, so that contract was never going to be what it was. He was never going to live up to that absurd contract. Le'Veon Bell went through trade rumors last year, doesn't get traded, goes into the offseason, they somehow don't move Le'Veon. David Johnson is getting traded for frickin' DeAndre Hopkins, and you can't move Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
So now you come in this year, Le'Veon gets hurt. I mean, they signed Kalen Ballage, they signed Frank Gore, they drafted
Frank Gore,
a rookie,
by the way.
They drafted Michael P. Ryan.
You got to talk about more how Frank Gore ran Le'Veon Bell out of town, basically. Is Frank Gore the best running back in football?
No. No. Joe Flacco's not elite either. So the Jets suck, man.
Joe Flacco had a nice tutty.
Yeah, one touchdown, dude. Touchdown.
Tutty.
Dude, all I'm saying is Le'Veon wasn't going to live up to that contract. But how are they going to sit there and say, oh, let's trade him. Le'Veon now underproduces every time he steps on the field with the Jets, and the Jets end up cutting him because nobody's going to take on that absurd contract.
Yeah, and now he's going to go somewhere else and actually help a team win.
Dude.
And there's a lot of guaranteed money in that contract that Le'Veon got to walk away with.
And Adam Gase is still fucking sitting there. Adam Gase, he's now not going to be calling head coach or plays. He said he's not going to be calling the plays.
Hey, that's going to save his job. Then he can fire the offensive coordinator. He gets another 3 weeks. They do it again. It's perfect. The Jets know what they're doing. They're trying to get Trevor Lawrence.
I don't think anyone in the Jets organization knows what they're doing anymore.
Hey, Quentin Williams, man. He's good.
Another player who's underachieved under Adam Gase. We were sitting there talking about Ryan Tannehill like 3 years ago and how bad he was because he played with Gase.
Tannehill's good.
He goes to play with Mike Vrabel. He was a defensive player. He's a defensive-minded guy. He's not an offensive coach. He's not a quarterback's guru.
You tell that to the Bills, my guy.
Adam Gase hitched his wagon to Peyton Manning in Indy, and Adam Gase has made so much freaking money from Peyton Manning.
I agree with that.
Dude. The Jets offense, 31st in yards per game, 32nd in passing yards per game. They have 15 points per game, 32nd in the league. They have 86 first downs in 5 games, 32nd in the league, and they have the 3rd most penalties in the NFL.
Sounds like the Jets lost you some money this weekend.
If you're smart, nobody's even looking at the Jets lines. They're betting against them. They bet against the Jets every game.
You have to.
That team is so bad.
I feel like, that's what it is. The Jets players are making more money than they are in their contracts by just betting against themselves.
They cut Le'Veon Bell, who was, I think it was $43 million guaranteed, Tyler?
That's
right around that number?
That's slight change. That's pocket change, I believe.
I think it was 28.
Check it out real quick, but right around that number, Le'Veon gets cut and he doesn't even have that money. You guaranteed this guy money, and then NFL organization can't even pay you?
I mean,
come on, dude.
Dumpster fire. You thought Cleveland used to be bad. The Jets are the new Cleveland Browns.
35 million guaranteed, and he hasn't gotten the money. That's just absolutely insane to me.
That's the Jets being the Jets.
All right, that wraps that up. Hot start to the New York Jets. Hot start to the podcast this week. Let's jump right into Week 5. Week 5, Dave. Thursday night. Nick Foles, BDN Nation. Chicago Bears 20. Tampa Bay Bucks 19.
Bucks are banged up. They need to be healthy. That has to be a little eye opener though for that defense. Defense did not look great. They let Big Dick Nick just throw it all over.
That was another game.
When they needed a 3rd down stop, it wasn't even close.
There's penalties.
Yeah.
How many offensive penalties did they have?
See how bad Brady got?
Yeah.
And also, did you see how he had no brain? I believe he has Alzheimer's. That is what we're calling it.
4?
Fourth down when it was the 5th.
Okay.
Like, what?
Houston Texans 30. Jacksonville Jaguars 14.
Jags are jagging, man. They are maybe going for Trevor.
No, they kept it close in the first half, but then
I mean, a team that fires the head coach / GM / offensive guru / everything.
yeah.
You're gonna win that game.
The Jags are the first team to they've lost 3 straight games to winless teams
after beating a great Colts team with a great defense.
So that's a tough look for Jacksonville. Doug Marrone has a pit in his stomach. That's what he said today. Baltimore Ravens 27. Cincinnati Bengals 3.
That defense was gross, and Joe Burrow he couldn't do anything.
No, I hope that's Burrow's worst game ever in the NFL.
He's going up against a hard Colts defense this week, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be back-to-back rough ones because that offensive line's not great.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough matchup, but I mean that's since Baltimore did what they should do.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
it is
Lamar's still overthrowing some.
I don't know if that knee's healthy either. I mean,
no, he didn't practice 2 days I think last week.
Yeah, 2 days with the knee and illness. So
looking a little skeptical.
Carolina 23, Atlanta 16.
Atlanta, rightfully so, firing Dan Quinn right after they lost again, and
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody's happier than Matt Ryan.
Ryan looks washed though.
I think without Dan Quinn, he's gonna look a lot better. Dan Quinn was holding that team back for the past
What about
3
Gurley?
games. Gurley looks great.
Yeah.
Gurley looks great. I mean, what does he have? 4 or 5 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's been playing good.
Yeah.
I would say, what were they up? They were up pretty big in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Quinn ran Dan Quinn's offense, and they passed the ball.
I mean, you can't discredit Teddy Bridgewater in a dome.
Bridgewater,
he's a beast.
what is it? 5th best winning percentage since he's entered the league.
Yep.
Teddy freaking Bridgewater is 5th.
He was also with Minnesota. He got hurt.
Yeah.
And then
he went to New Orleans,
and the games he filled in for Drew Brees, he did awesome.
Exactly. Did his job, won the games. How about Matt Rule? Matt Rule looks good, legit.
It's hard. Sometimes I feel like for college coaches to transition to NFL. I mean, look at Saban. Saban didn't do great, but he is the best college coach of all time.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm a little surprised by how good Matt Rule's doing because I expected 2 or 3 years, maybe get his guys in there, get everything set. But he's off and rolling real quick, and I like it.
Yeah, Carolina's 3 wins aren't really that impressive. I mean, they beat the Chargers, the Falcons, and Cardinals.
Yeah.
So I mean, their wins aren't amazing, but they're 3-2. They're sitting 3-2 going into week 6.
Yeah,
so.
a win is a win in the NFL.
I mean, they got a nice matchup against the Bears this week. We'll see how that goes. The Las Vegas Raiders. Shocker here. Raiders 40, Chiefs 32.
Air ball all day to Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
He's
so fast.
He had 2 catches, and he single-handedly won them that game.
100-yard dash. Who's winning? Tyreek Hill or Ruggs?
Tyreek Hill. I mean, that's
I think Hill.
dumb question for him.
I don't think Ruggs is that far behind.
No, I mean Tyreek Hill's clearly the fastest in the league. He's got the fastest feet.
Ruggs isn't far behind.
I mean, Tyreek could probably outrun an elevator. Let's be real.
An elevator?
Yeah, like going up to the 10th floor, you could probably get there before the elevator does.
All right.
Hopefully no damage inside.
I mean, Josh Jacobs, right in the beginning, said we're going to shock the world. That's what they did.
Yeah, I mean, they were dogs by a lot. And
Derek Carr looked great, actually.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are starting to rely on Pat Mahomes a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
game script is out of their hand in that one.
There's like 5 minutes left, down 13, and I'm sure most everyone on the Chiefs and Chiefs fans were like, "Oh, don't worry, Pat will get us out of this."
Exactly.
And he didn't. So I mean, that division's looking a little tougher than I think he imagined. Close win to the Chargers, I should say, and then losing to the Raiders. That's not great.
Yep.
Super Bowl hangover, maybe.
Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe.
Well, I mean, they lost.
Maybe. We'll see. Arizona 30, New York Jets 10.
Yeah, I mean,
we already talked about that one.
Jets looked good, Fran. I like Adam Gase. I like everything. No, they suck. They, like you said, dumpster fire. Kyler Murray finally, he threw a pick again, which not great.
That touchdown to Hopkins late in the game.
That was great.
That was sick.
Yep. I mean, that's a guy he's thrown to, obviously. I mean, Larry Fitz, he's old. He's still reliable, though, but I still like Andy Isabella on that Arizona team. He's fast, and I think he makes some plays.
Kirk hasn't really been much.
I think he's been a little banged up.
Yeah, but I mean, Arizona, they're looking good. I mean, Murray, bounced back there. You do what you do against the Jets.
Right,
so.
You win.
It's like playing Mills. So.
Hey, come on.
Pittsburgh Steelers 38, Philly
That was a
29.
lot closer than you thought, but Claypool. I
Chase
told
Claypool,
you.
man.
I remember week 1 of this show. Someone, little birdie, he was like, "Oh, Chase Claypool, this guy, that guy." It was me, friend. I said he was gonna be the guy. You, Deontay Johnson this, Deontay Johnson that.
I mean, Deontay got hurt.
And he's now
you can't fault the guy
non-factor.
for being hurt.
Well, hurt, just, he's, I can't practice, coach. You know what, let Claypool get some reps. He's gone. Deontay's out, Claypool's in. 4 touchdowns, that was gross.
Not true, but
Very true.
Claypool's going to get more looks than he typically
Deontay
did.
Johnson.
No,
Yes.
not more than Deontay, more than he would typically.
Than Deontay Johnson.
No. We'll move on. So, LA Rams
Clearly
30.
moving on quick after that.
LA Rams 30, Washington 10.
God, I'm getting a little neck cold. Keep going.
Rams 30, Washington 10.
Yeah, Washington sucks, but good thing. Alex
Yeah.
Smith, the guy with no leg, he came in and I cringed. Like,
It's scary.
It hurt
It's honestly
watching
scary
him
watching him.
hobble around. Like, his family, he threw a 2-yard pass. His family was like, great. And then he got piggybacked by the best defensive player in the league.
But watching Aaron Donald jump
Just
on his
hop.
back, you're just like, oh!
Like, Aaron Donald does
you're
not-
just hoping that, like,
You
just,
could
like,
literally be in a wheelchair, and Aaron Donald would spear you through the ground. He does not give a shit. He wants that ball.
I mean, that was good.
But Alex Smith held him up, so I mean that leg, I guess, whatever bones and muscle he used, it's working.
Yeah.
Washington's not somewhere you want Alex Smith to be.
No.
Because I think Alex Smith, he's a good quarterback. He was before with the Chiefs a little bit and the Niners, but I mean, with a brand new leg, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Shocker on this one as well. Miami 43, San Francisco 17.
I mean, that was a huge Miami shocker. You feel me? It was the Niners do not look good. They're banged up. They had Jimmy G benched at halftime.
So when Beathard, or not Beathard, who's the other guy?
No, it was Mullins
When Nick Mullins came in, I believe it was week 3
against the Jets.
Yeah, and then next week against the Giants,
Yep.
week 3 against the Giants. I posted on the Instagram and was like, if you're Shanahan, who do you take?
riding?
And it was lofty Jimmy G.
And clearly they were wrong.
Either Jimmy G isn't 100% or he just
I
isn't
think
good.
Jimmy G swindled the entire NFL, got a lot of money, played 1, maybe 2 games on prime time for the Patriots, and he looked good, got injured, got paid a shit ton, and he's actually bad. Who knew?
Yeah.
And system quarterbacks always seem to fall in place in New England, don't they, Fran?
Yes. I mean, it's a system in New England, unless you're Brian Hoyer.
I mean, he did make the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, I mean, he made the Super Bowl. I mean,
Overthrow. That defense made the Super Bowl. That running game,
That's fair.
300 yards against the Packers, made the Super Bowl.
Colin Kaepernick once made a Super Bowl.
All right,
So-
Fran, that is.
Colin Kaepernick's good.
Thank you.
Colin Kaepernick was 2-18 in his last 20 games.
His
I don't want to hear
Madden
anything about
rating,
him.
Fran.
I don't want to hear anything about him being a good football
Fran,
player.
you ever play Madden, huh?
Yeah, and I blackballed
Yeah.
him in Madden.
That's, classic Fran, the league. Shane, I know what you're thinking. I know exactly. Yes, Fran is him. Fran
No,
is that
it's
guy.
just and bad quarterback can make a Super Bowl. That's what it is. I mean, Jared Goff made a Super Bowl. Is Jared Goff good?
Yes.
No. I mean, I like him.
Bad.
Dude, this guy, I mean, who's
He's not good, though.
Who's good?
Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger,
Big Ben.
Ryan Fitzpatrick looked pretty good this week.
Patrick Mahomes is pretty good.
Yeah, Mahomes is a stud.
He
Lamar
lost.
Jackson,
All
Joe Burrow.
right, now we're done here, folks.
Dallas Cowboys 37, New York Giants 34.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's ankle looked like
Dak's pretty good.
he's back. That was tough. I mean, you'd hate to see it. That was kind of emotional, but at the same time, it was pretty cool to see Andy Dalton get in there and sling it for 111 yards. But Dallas is, I think, eventually screwed. That defense is the biggest problem, I think, and the offense was the only thing keeping them in the game. And I mean, Andy Dalton isn't Dak Prescott. He's fucking Andy Dalton.
Halfway through 5 games, Dak Prescott had 1,800 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
1,800 yards.
yeah.
5 weeks into the season, and the Cowboys are already in a tough spot, and Dak was the only thing keeping them in games this year, and now he's gone.
Sucks that he held out too for that contract, and now, I mean, if I'm Dak, I think I look elsewhere.
He gets a great franchise tag this year, but I mean, other than that, it's like that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those injuries that just completely deflates like the mood.
I mean, Zeke's going to be eaten now in Dallas.
That eventually, I mean, if I'm defensive coordinator against Dallas, I'm stacking the box and hoping Dalton beats me. So,
Do you franchise him again next year?
I hope not. I hope the Cowboys have the balls and Jerry Jones says, "All right, I'm going to pay you something. Like I'm going to give you your money."
But if you're Dak, are you complaining? Because if they franchise
Yes.
him,
Yes.
Yeah,
if
100%.
they franchise him again, that's
Yes.
They're gonna
70
no,
plus mil.
But
it doesn't.
2
The
years.
money. The thing is,
Look at Pat Mahomes. He
Dude.
just got half a bill, and he could get injured and never need to play again.
Dak Prescott, his ankle is literally this way, dude. His ankle
Looks
was
like me after a rough Saturday night. You know what I mean?
exactly it completely just bent. Dude,
Bingo.
he might. I don't think it's gonna happen, but Dak, an injury like that, Dak might not be the same player ever again.
No, I mean.
And that's the issue with the franchise tag. Yes, if Dak gets tagged again next
who
year,
was it in Seattle that got hurt? It was not Cam Chancellor. Was it Wagner who wanted the franchise tag and he never got it, and then he got hurt, or he wanted an extension.
It was Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas. He got,
Yeah.
and that's I think of that every time I see a player that holds out for a contract, doesn't get it, and gets franchise tag.
It's like, dude, so Dak gets 36, 38, whatever it was this year.
I mean, sure, yeah.
And it's similar next year. So
that's good money. Don't get me wrong.
whatever,
I'd be happy.
$72 million through 2 years, but this guy might not be the same player ever again. And I think
It was a clean
realistically,
break.
It's a compound fracture, so it's not a clean break.
Not a clean break. He's
Yeah,
done. He's done forever.
but he luckily didn't tear anything in the ankle. So
But ankles are obviously, I think I would know because I broke my ankle before Dave would know. They don't heal completely all the time. So you never really.
I still have a little chip in mind.
it's
from the
very
good old
similar.
Golf injury.
His injury was extremely similar to Hayward.
Oh.
And Gordon Hayward's still not the same player.
But
Obviously, different sport.
Gordon
obviously,
Hayward got paid. Do you see the difference? Gordon Hayward.
but he's not the same player.
But he doesn't care. He's still rich as hell.
Hayward might not,
Do you
but
think
Dak,
an injury like this will, if you want to compare it to Gordon Hayward? I mean, Gordon Hayward was messed up in the head from it.
Oh, Dak. I mean,
Dak's gonna be
Dak
like
has
afraid to
had
take a
you
run,
know what I
or-
mean, mental issues before. So I'm sure he's a strong mental guy, but obviously I think he's gonna
Afraid
want
to
to
get
bounce
hit.
back.
I mean, he's got
better.
that.
It wasn't even like a crazy hit.
It
you know what I
looked,
mean?
it looked like he broke it when he stepped, and then
Exactly.
he got rolled up on, and that's when it was just disgusting.
Tony Romo
but like
was clueless.
it did look like it actually broke when he just stepped on that right foot. But I mean, I don't know if it's gonna mentally hurt him, but I mean, it's got to be in the back of his mind. It's got to, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean,
look at
Like-
think about Paul George when he broke his ankle on the bottom of the basket.
Yeah.
I mean that every time you land, Kevin Ware, every time you jump,
Mhm.
I'm sure you're thinking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's going to be in the back of his mind. Let's just hope that I think Dak's going to be able to come back and hope he's going to be the same player in my eyes. I think. Like I'm not really worried about it, but there's just that slight chance that he is not the same player, and that is essentially why the players don't like the franchise tag. It's because just one simple injury like that can literally change your whole career. So, if I'm Dak Prescott, honestly, I don't. If the Cowboys franchise tag him, if I'm Dak Prescott, I don't play for him.
No, I don't.
I don't play under the franchise tag next
I
year.
get my contract and I get
Yeah.
paid.
Or you sit out and rehab the ankle the whole year. I mean, that's the worst case. But if the Cowboys don't pay him, don't play.
Yeah,
Don't play for
100%.
Dallas.
I mean, the franchise tag next year I think is like 37 or something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be stupid money, but
Good old Pat.
I mean,
Mahomes.
it's also going into like they can't franchise tag him in the third year, so Dak has to come in next year.
At the same time, I almost think like Dak wanted a big contract like Mahomes, but I don't think he ever deserved a Mahomes-esque contract.
No,
I mean,
he didn't deserve that.
how many
but
playoff wins does he have?
2 maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dak also has to come in next year and try and earn his contract the next year.
Right.
So if Dak comes in next year and he struggles, he's losing so much more money than it realistically if he sits out. And
If Dak got
takes it.
paid this year, it wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly. And we talked about that week one about how we literally said Jerry Jones isn't paying Dak Prescott and it's going to bite them in the ass.
Yep.
And here we are. Andy
look at
Dalton's
it.
your QB right now.
QB1, baby.
Cleveland 32, Indianapolis 23.
You know, Phillip Rivers sucks. It took me this long to realize he sucks. Sucks. Jacoby Brissett, I would honestly rather him playing right now because Phillip Rivers doesn't give a shit if he throws a pick because he'll go out there and he'll throw another. And then he'll go out there and get a safety. And he'll go out there and then throw another. I mean, I'm frustrated as a Colts fan, but I mean, our defense is going to help us a lot. I think we have an easy schedule coming up, but yeah, the Browns are legit, man.
The Browns are
fucking legit. I don't get it. I mean, Baker second half 29 yards,
4-1 Cleveland Browns. How in the world? 29 yards
second half.
Jesus Christ!
Yep.
And they won the game. Like 29 yards in the second half.
Yep.
That's like the third time he's done that this year.
Yep. That's why, I mean, Browns start off hot, but wait till they play a team that can play in the second half.
Jesus.
Because the Colts, I don't know, they can play in the first quarter.
Let's just hope they don't play. I mean, if the Browns play Atlanta, they're winning every week. So.
You'd think that, but that's a letdown.
Seattle 27, Minnesota 26.
What a game! I mean, Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, did it again.
Yeah.
Do you think? All right, 4th and inches. You're at Seattle's 18. Minute left on the clock. Minute 50. You get the first down. You win the game. You've been running on Seattle all night. Or do you just kick the field goal to put you up 8? So Russell Wilson has to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion.
They up 7.
No, you'd be up 8 because they were up 5.
Oh, I see. It's a tough call because if they get the first down, they essentially end the game.
Right, and they had Alexander Madison who was balling the hell out.
That's the thing. Mike Zimmer's got to be aggressive there. You're playing Seattle in Seattle, let alone they don't have the 12th man this year.
Right. I think Mike Zimmer. I think it's different. If you have fans, I don't think you're going for that. I think you're just kicking it straight away.
And I think if Minnesota isn't 1-4, 1-3 at that moment,
right,
they play it smart. But Minnesota's sitting there at 1-3, big win if they beat the Seahawks.
And what happens at the end of the game? Russell Wilson gets a touchdown, misses the 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm. So I mean,
everything. Yeah, it's
in retrospective, that's a tough call, but
Kirk Cousins played a hell of a game.
He just can't play in the rain or on prime time.
1 o'clock, baby. I'm telling you. 1 o'clock, Kirk Cousins is undefeated. Well, not really, but come on.
The New Orleans Saints 30, Chargers 27.
Justin Herbert's the real deal, I think. I really think he is.
His first start against the Chiefs takes Mahomes
to overtime.
His second start,
Tom Brady. What happened to that game? They're up 24 to 10, I think.
Yep. They just blow it in the second half.
Vic Fangio.
Third game against Drew Brees. He has taken Mahomes, Brady, and Brees
easily
down to the line every week.
It's crazy what he's doing. I mean, and he's putting up numbers.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
he's got a deep ball that looks nice.
He's the exact he's the model quarterback. He's 6'6". He's fast.
Yep.
Big arm.
Oregon.
Yeah, dude, the ball flies out of his hand every time he throws.
Yeah, it does. And every time there's some guy just wide open downfield.
Yeah, Guyton or
Mike Williams.
Johnson. Dude, Mike Williams might be the best receiver right now on a random jump ball. You throw that ball up, every time. I feel like Mike Williams, if he has 15 catches, 12 of them are 30+ yards.
Yeah, he's a
in
jump
double
ball
cover.
guy. Yeah, okay.
It's just that catch
he's been hurt for the past 4 weeks,
he made late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, ridiculous sideline.
Insane. And I honestly think Mike Williams did it 8 times last year. It's every time you see a highlight or this dude make a catch, it's a highlight catch in double coverage, 25+ yards.
And this was his first game that he had more than 5 targets, I think.
And he looked great.
Yeah, so Justin Herbert just maybe needs to get him the ball. I mean, that is due to Keenan Allen going out for a little bit. But.
Yeah. And then rounded up was Tuesday Night Football.
Woo!
Crazy game. Titans 42, Buffalo 16.
Yeah, your MVP looked like the LVP because he looked bad, man. He lost the game for the Bills, 100%.
I don't think he lost the game.
2 picks in the Buffalo side. 14-point swing. That's momentum.
They lost by 30 points.
Momentum.
They lost by 26 points.
First play, what happened? Well, not first play, first drive.
He did make some terrible interceptions.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't look like an MVP, Fran.
Growing pains.
Oh, now we're not on the MVP Josh Allen train. Who are we on?
He can have a tough game.
Oh, okay.
He's coming back.
He'll
bounce back.
I think Rodgers, Wilson.
He'll bounce back.
That's who you're looking at.
He plays Monday night primetime against the Chiefs this week. That's a good game.
Him on
no matter what you say about Buffalo, that's a good game.
I think primetime Josh Allen can't handle it.
I think he can.
We'll see Monday night.
Yeah.
But how about the Titans putting up that performance?
That defense was sick.
With, 2 practices?
And,
minus a few unregistered.
Wait a minute.
Practices.
So you're telling me they didn't practice all week and beat the Bills 4-0 Bills by 40? They didn't practice all week? You don't think they got
You're going to tell me that the Titans practiced two times in 16 days and they could play a 4-0 Buffalo Bills team and
smoke them,
win? But the Patriots can't practice and they want a game moved? The Patriots made the entire NFL change 8 games. But the NFL hates us. Goodell hates the Patriots.
Wait, what happened last week?
Oh, New England versus the world. New England versus
Titans
the world.
The Titans game had to be moved.
Oh, so hold on. The Broncos game gets moved. Now you have Stephon Gilmore and Cam Newton playing.
Perfect.
Shocker.
Good for Pats fans.
Oh, the NFL also puts in new protocols. You can't have a COVID plane. Oh, who had the COVID plane? Only the New England Patriots.
They know. I mean,
the Titans screwed up the NFL with their COVID outbreak. The Titans didn't make the NFL change 8 games.
Do you forget?
Because my quarterback can't play. I can't play with Brian Hoyer.
Do you forget?
Come on, dude.
That Bill Belichick plays chess while everyone else plays checkers.
Yeah, and the NFL just catered to it.
No,
but the NFL hates us.
The NFL
hates us.
The NFL caters to the Patriots. Okay.
They cater to the Patriots.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The Deflategate. You're right. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. The NFL caters to the new. Don't touch my trophy. Get out of here.
It's not deflated.
Don't touch that. It's my name, not yours. Don't touch it.
All right, let's jump to our 508 Association recap.
What a week. Another win for me. Another loss for you. I mean, story of tale is all the time, friend.
The upside's insane right now. I just got to get the...
Yeah, I mean, the Falcons' upside is good, too. They're 0-5.
I'm not 0-5.
Close to it.
No, 2-3 is not. It's different. So we'll hit on my game first. Armageddon for 7. Nate ended up beating me 125-103.
Without Cam Newton, right?
They didn't play. Yeah, without Cam Newton.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I remember I beat Nate, and you were like, oh, well, I didn't have this, didn't have that. But then Nate beats you. Okay, yeah.
Different week.
Right.
Morning Wood, 113, discount 109.
But that was a close-ass game, too.
Yeah.
It came down to legit, I think, the final day.
Yeah, Cole Beasley. Down 12 points with Cole Beasley.
And he didn't do anything in that first half.
No, he put up 8. So, 8 in the second half. So, I mean, that's...
Tough.
It's tough. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, Josh Allen looked like shit that night, too.
He did not look like shit.
He literally did 2 picks. That's tough. Not even
SJ Knights, 142. Ahern's 1 71.
Yeah, it's his season. Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
No more.
Cowboys fan, he loses Dak. His season's over in fantasy. His season's over
in real life
with the Cowboys.
Yeah,
so
that's a double loss.
Really tough week in week 5.
Oh, it sucks.
Pour one out from home. He's 133. Sweaty punt 78.
I mean, Pat Mahomes is gonna carry him. I'm telling you,
as always. Tank for Trevor loses to Rated X 133. Tank for Trevor 110.
Pittman's team finally did something this week.
Best 1-3 team ever.
Yeah, he's sure.
He's no longer 1-3.
I was 1-3 last year. That one. But anyways, I mean I think he's trying to move some wide receivers.
Well, he needs a running back now.
Right.
And he's hurting at that position. So.
And he has Thielen and Ridley, 2 top receivers. It's going to be tough to deal with those.
I mean, if he wants Ronald Jones, he has my number. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't text him. Don't do it.
Nation for Domination, Dave, 119. Chubby Chasers, 98.
Wow. Wait, I won again?
You did, 119-98.
Wow. AJ Green had how many points?
0.
How many did my defense have? Chiefs defense. 0.5.
Okay.
My quarterback, though, he carried me this week, right, Fran?
No,
6 didn't. Points? I still won, dude. That's crazy. I mean, champs make champ moves, and that's about it.
I don't know if it's more of a champ move rather than...
Oh, I won and Fran's discrediting me?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, right.
You decimated Chubby Chasers.
Yeah, I mean, I blew his team up for him, and anyone that wants to make a trade, I won't do the same to you. I'll be fair to you. But, just let you know, champ makes champ moves.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking like the Boston Celtics right now with that trade.
Yeah, and you...
I don't think anyone wants to trade with you anymore.
Oh, hey. Come on now, guys. I got some good... Christian McCaffrey's available. I'm saying that right now.
Bro.
Christian McCaffrey's available. Send me offers.
I traded my first pick, and now you want to trade him.
I don't want Fran's first pick. It's garbage.
Straight cash, 122.7 to Scorpio's 122.0.
You know what that reminds me of? The time I beat Tyler in the semifinals by, what, 0.5?
0.5.
Nice. Love it. I love to see those wins because it's just...
It's crazy because literally yesterday, Mills is like, oh, what happens if somebody ties? Do we have tiebreakers?
And that's, almost impossible.
Yeah. 0.7? Dude, that's crazy.
If Josh Allen gets out there, right, Bills are up at that point. He kneels it out. I think Bryce loses.
No, if he throws a pick.
Or minus rushing yards.
They fix that afterwards,
Oh, my God.
but still.
That's why fantasy.
He could do anything. I mean, the fumble or an interception.
He already threw 2 picks that were awful. So, I mean, him throwing a third one is pretty likely.
Josh Allen still put up 19 points. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, not great. Good, not great.
4-1 in fantasy, 4-1 in real life.
Good, not great.
MVP type player right there.
Good, not great type player right there.
Sleeper City, 145. Woo! Brian Hawes put up 145.
Yeah, I mean, it's only fitting the week the Dolphins go off.
That's a weekly high. So 145 to 69ers, 133. Ooh.
Wait,
dude.
Who lost?
The 69ers are now 3-2 after a 3-0.
Oh,
a steaming hot start.
That's tough. I mean, the duo ownership, that's 1 loss for each person owning the team. That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's...
I start Claypool, I win that.
If you have Chris Carson, you win that.
Yep. That's gotta be tough. Especially after Claypool has that day. Now you got 2 Steelers wide receivers. Who knows going to go off each week. You also got the trash Deontay Johnson to worry about. I don't know. I don't know if that was the right trade.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And suck my fit. Holy crap.
Woo!
We said he was going to win 1 game. Here it is. He beats the number 1 team in the power rankings.
Unreal.
Suck my fits, 98. Nuck if you buck, 71. 71 points. He was the number 1 in the power rankings, and he put up 71 points.
What did Joe Burrow do for Mills?
Oh, he got, 2 points?
Yeah, and he still won.
By 27 points?
That's unreal. Unbelievable. Shane's team shit the bed. I mean, no Aaron Jones was huge, but...
No wonder this kid sits there and looks at his lineup 44 times a day.
He's nervous.
He scored 71 points.
I don't think I've ever scored 71 points in my life. Ever.
71 points.
In basketball, I average 72 points.
His buddy Roberts, Mr. Police Officer, puts up 71.9 without a Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I don't talk about police.
Nuck if you buck has Lamar Jackson and puts up 71.4.
Yeah, it's. I can't believe Mills actually won one. I thought we were just saying he was going to win one as a joke.
He won one before the Jets won one. How crazy is that?
That we should have bet that. Because
that's insane.
I would have thought we said both of them. I think we're going 0-16.
Unreal.
And you win against the number 1 team. I mean, Shane, you better start tinkering a lot more.
We should just give the trophy to Mills right now.
I know, that's my trophy, and nobody else touches it, friend. You know that.
Alrighty, boys. We'll be back. Here's a quick word from our sponsor. Stay tuned. We have a giveaway coming up and a special guest.
Ooh. Today's episode is sponsored by FatAssGlass.com, a top-ranked online smoke shop for all your smoking and vaporizing needs. Free 2 to 3 day shipping on orders $25 and up with interest-free payment plans available. Use code POWERHOUR for 10% off all purchases. Really well, I'm a fucking retard. And welcome back to the 508 Power Hour. And our guest today is Bryce himself, Mr. Straight Cash Homie, the number 1 team right now in our power rankings. And welcome on, man.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, Bryce, it was looking tough going into yesterday with that game. I mean, what were you down? 30 going into it?
More than that, actually. I think it was 32.
32, and you shockingly pulled it off.
Yeah, I was a little worried. Tyler actually was the one that told me that Allen threw the pick on the first drive, and that's when I was like, yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh.
And Derrick Henry didn't...
Yeah, he saved me.
Derrick Henry-esque game. I mean, he only had, 50 yards?
Oh, no, this season, that's a Derrick Henry-esque game.
Just
100%.
Right now.
I'll take 12 from Derrick
That's
Henry.
a Derrick Henry-esque game until week 8.
Oh, yeah.
Once week 8 comes around
and starts
Derrick,
rolling.
Whatever happens...
He usually does, though. He'll turn it on late in the
That's what I'm saying.
100%, yeah.
But right now, that's a Derrick Henry-esque.
Take that early, yeah.
Dude, those touchdowns, that touchdown late in the game is just such a garbage time.
That's what he has to do.
It helped you in fantasy, and it helped everyone who bet the over.
I'm not going to lie, Tannehill, right, on that last one, Joni Smith, that was I've never been lied to harder in my life than that blue line. Because there's no chance the NFL had the over, the whole world had the over.
The line was just terrible.
No one talked about it though in real time.
In real time, he threw the touchdown. In my head, I was like, oh well, that's clearly getting called back. I've seen that a million times. And they're just like, and that's a touchdown. Maybe he was. Nope, didn't really. I think his chest was over. I was like, dude, fucking his whole body was literally over the blue line.
I mean,
he was in the end zone basically.
If you just look at the picture of it, he's
3 feet.
He's a whole yard.
Yeah.
A whole yard in front of that line of scrimmage.
The whole world had the over in that.
And so let's hit on a quick trade in our league.
Trash.
I traded away my first-round pick, Dave.
Shocker.
Dave,
for the second best receiver in Atlanta.
It's still Julio Jones. So let's
injured Julio Jones.
I traded first-round
Jones.
pick Damiere Byrd and Miles Gaskin for Julio Jones, Ronald Jones, and
6th-round pick.
So I mean, I get Jones squared there. I get Julio. I get Ronald. I mean, Rojo has a sick.
Jones squared.
He's got that sick 2-game matchup coming up. He's got the Raiders this week, and then another.
I mean, I'm hoping Fournette busts out of that hole and he starts being running back number 1 just for everyone's sake.
Once I stop rooting against Fournette, he's going to play good?
Yes.
Or stop rooting for Fournette?
I mean, that's the LSU. I mean, how can you go against your own blood? I mean, you bleed LSU, don't you?
I don't bleed LSU.
Purple and gold, baby? Come on now. You don't bleed the purple and gold?
Maybe.
Come on. Franny.
Who's your first-round pick?
CEH.
He's looking like a great number 2 overall.
Hey, they'll get it going.
I don't know.
Dude, they lost to the Raiders. That offense is nowhere near where they want to be.
Yeah, I know. They need Pat Mahomes throwing the ball a lot more.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So, let's hit some waiver wire pickups right now. Ryan Tannehill is a top quarterback right now. He's owned by 34%.
There's a lot of people that need a quarterback, too, this week for buys.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's not available in our league, is he?
I don't believe so.
No way.
Honestly, we're hitting just overall quarterbacks right now. So, Tannehill, I mean, you guys buying in on him completely?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the way that Mike Vrabel's running that offense, it's perfect for Tannehill. It's not high-volume passes. It's not high-volume, deep balls for interception. You know what I mean? It's short routes, consistent routes, and it's fucking working. They're 5-0.
And who's got buys right now?
The Saints, Seattle, the Chargers, and the Raiders.
All right, so that's Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, and
Derek Carr.
Who's
looked like a good quarterback this week.
That's if you have Brees or Wilson, you need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tannehill's big there. How about Andy Dalton? Only owned by 0.2%, obviously, because of the injury. You going after Dalton in fantasy?
That offense is sick. Mike McCarthy's an air raid guy. I mean, towards the end of his time at Green Bay, he didn't even really use Aaron Jones to the full potential. Aaron Jones would get 80 yards in the first half, and then he'd just stop. And you've seen that a little bit with Zeke, where he abandons the run right away and just starts throwing it out.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not completely unsold on him, but I mean, it's Andy Dalton, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, are we really having this conversation? You think the Cowboys are going to be a playoff team with Andy Dalton, and that? I mean, maybe because it's a disgusting conference and it's a disgusting division, but other than that, I don't really. I think they're going to run it a lot more.
I mean, I think fantasy-wise, Dalton's not a bad pickup. If you have Dak, you definitely have to go after Dalton.
He's throwing a pick every week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bryce, how about you? What do you think?
I mean, I think this week is not bad. Arizona's defense is good, but Chandler Jones banged up. Prime time. Andy's destined. CD.
Andy on prime time. That would be
He has weapons.
He's got weapons, but I don't know if he's got
best run game he's ever had. That's for damn sure.
And he's not playing for Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
So
but he's playing for Jerry Jones and Jerry World, so it's tough.
How about Jared Goff, 47.7?
I mean, he's a week-to-week guy because, I mean, sometimes Chargers, LA will go up and they'll be up 20. They'll just run the ball with that committee.
Yeah.
And they won't need Goff at all.
And Akers is back. So.
But when they're down, Goff can sling that thing. And they got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp who run sick routes. So. And Higbee, who's one of the, I think, best catching tight ends.
I mean, Higbee's been pretty irrelevant since week 2. But
Gerald Everett's actually stepped up a little bit.
That's pretty good.
Week 1, I said if deep sleeper, Gerald Everett. So, I mean, I like it. I like Goff. Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, he did it again. Fitzmagic is back.
Fitzmagic has the perfect, setup for a fantasy quarterback because the Dolphins are going to be down usually. And if they're not, that means Fitzpatrick's been slinging it. Against San Fran. So if they're down, either way, you're going to get Fitzpatrick slinging it because Myles Gaskin, he's no bum off the street, but he's close to it. I don't think he's that much better than, who else do they have there?
Breida and Howard.
Breida and Howard. So I don't know if the run game's the thing in Miami right now.
Yeah, he's going up against the Jets right now, so he's a perfect streaming quarterback.
100%.
And Teddy Bridgewater owned by 40%.
I love Teddy right now.
Yeah, I like Teddy a lot too.
He's good. I don't know how long he can be on this run because, to be honest, the past 9 games he's played, he's 7-2, something like that, 6-3. It's pretty good.
McCaffrey possible return this week. So
they shut him down today. I saw it.
So he's not coming back at all.
Next week, hopefully.
Okay.
So
yeah.
All right, so that's definitely a tough matchup this week against Chicago for Teddy.
Yep.
But after this week 6 and 7, he's got a beautiful matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And non-quarterbacks, Alexander Madison.
Dalvin,
the next 3 weeks.
100%. Dalvin Cook's out for the next 3, and Alexander, I think he had it was 15 carries or something, 15 carries for 120 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick stat.
Yeah.
He was awesome back, 2 years ago when Dalvin got hurt? Or a year ago?
Yep, 2 years ago.
And, he's a power back. He's fast as hell, too. So I think you want to look at that because that Minnesota team runs the ball a lot, especially, without Dalvin, they might not. But, if Alexander could do what he did against Seattle, which that defense sucks. So, I don't know if he can. I think it's a worthy look at.
Oh, yeah. Right now, Madison's looking good. As long as Cook's out, Minnesota's just running the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
They're a run-heavy team.
I do like Justin Jefferson. He's been pretty good.
I don't know how he didn't get drafted in our league.
He did. I drafted him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? You cut him week 1 or before that?
Week 2 maybe. He didn't produce for first 2 weeks.
Where did Justin Jefferson go to college?
Washington State.
Assumption College.
Northeastern.
Oh, Northeastern. That's our guy,
Minshew.
Yeah, Gardner. Gardner went to Northeastern.
For everyone who doesn't know that, that's a running joke. He went to Washington State. Jefferson went to LSU, but Gardner Minshew did not go to Northeastern.
LSU looks like, what is it? What's the word? Dog shit this year. They are not good, Fran. How are we feeling?
You couldn't really expect much. Crazy year for college football. Dude, they lost every draft-eligible player on offense.
What were they ranked?
Going into the year?
Yeah.
7.
So they were expected to do something.
Yeah, but that's
to compete at least.
But you can't
preseason rankings.
You can't expect much.
Preseason rankings.
All right, let's get back to the real football, not LSU.
Chase Claypool only owned by 8%.
And I heard he's not even getting started by most people.
Costed some people the win.
I'm starting this.
I would pick Claypool up. I think this is your classic fantasy. Guy goes off. Guy doesn't get a look.
Yeah.
Guy goes off.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's you see how many times you see it the guy had 8 catches, 3 touchdowns, and then he did nothing else for the rest of the year. I don't think he's going to do anything else for the rest of the year.
Mo Alley Cox.
Can't say that word.
Pittsburgh just produces wide receivers though.
Yeah, they draft.
Literally
they are what the Patriots think they are in drafting wide receivers. And it's not even close.
Dude, Pittsburgh, somebody like Claypool, a big-bodied wide receiver with speed.
He's a savage, dude. He is I love him. Love the guy. He posted. Did you see what he posted? Photoshopped in the Brady.
That's so great.
Being a dumbass.
But
it was awesome.
It's somebody like New England will draft N'Keal Harry, who is a big body possession receiver, and they ask him to be so much more than that.
N'Keal Harry every week, he's at least going for
10 catches, 100 plus every time,
2 touchdowns.
No.
Easy.
Claypool is somebody who can do that though, but they draft somebody like Chase Claypool, big body, fast receiver. They just throw him on the outside and say run.
Yeah,
run as fast as you can.
You'd love to see him take Deontay Johnson's job, who was underperforming.
It's a
completely
different style of receiver.
So great to see on Sunday. Chase Claypool. Touchdown. Run one in. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. Much like your old team, Fran. You love to see it. You'd love to. You would have loved it if you started him.
He'd also
our producer.
He'd also be
our producer benches Claypool for I think Juju Smith, let's say. And, man, he would have won. He would have been 4-1. But it's the way the cookie crumbles. And now, he's going to do that whole, let's start Claypool this week and watch the other guy go off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a constant. Every week you're going to be battling with Claypool.
How about Travis Fulgham?
Whoo!
Kicking
ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and he has some sick catches.
Old Dominion,
they need that too. Philly
need a wide receiver.
Needs something out there. They have nothing.
Jeffrey's hurt. Deshaun's hurt. Rager's hurt.
Miles Sanders, I don't think, is lived up to what he's supposed to be.
No.
He's good. He looks decent, but not what they expected.
That defense is...
Dude, the worst... it's so frustrating for, like me. I'm going into this week, and...
so frustrating.
I forget who it was. Galladay on a bye, so I'm looking for a receiver. I go pick up Damiere Byrd. Pat's COVID happens.
Mm-hmm.
Pats can't play. They're the only team in the NFL who can't play because of it. Whatever. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting, and I'm like, all right, do I pick up Fulgham? Like he didn't play great last week, but he had that big touchdown.
You didn't do it.
And
you're kicking yourself because
I go pick up freaking Zach Pascal.
Yeah, you didn't.
Zach Pascal.
If you did that, you wouldn't have to trade away your one and completely ruin next season and eventually this one.
I'm sitting there with Mike Williams and Fulgham, and I'm like, oh, Zach Pascal. That looks good. He had 8 targets last week. No,
Phillip. I mean, I could have told you. Should have asked me. I would have told you, Phillip Rivers.
Do you still think Deontay is better than Mike Williams?
Better than Mike Williams?
No, DK Metcalf. Sorry. So in our fantasy group chat we have, Mr. Francis himself thought that DK Metcalf is no better than Deontay Johnson.
It was a quick reaction. That's all.
Oh, right. A quick reaction.
I rekindled that statement. So I mean, it is what it is.
Bozo.
Sometimes you let your emotions get the best of you. So.
I mean, the Jets, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of the Jets, are you looking at picking up with Michael Pirine at all?
No.
Wouldn't touch anything in New York.
Nope.
Unless it's Saquon.
I mean, I wouldn't even.
He's not even playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nothing good is coming out of New York right now.
Nothing.
I mean, Pirine's only owned by 1.2. I mean, it's an interesting ad, but I personally have the only valuable thing in New York is Jamison Crowder. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, you got what is it? The you okay over there?
The producer asked me to do something.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just a guy. It's like you're just taking upside. That's all you're looking at right there.
I mean,
I think Frank Gore is going to get most of the work, but
he's old as hell.
Yeah.
And
so.
What's the work going to be there, honestly?
12 carries because they're down 400 by half.
I agree. So let's jump to our giveaway. I'm going to say we're going to be giving away a 508 Association hat. If you guys win this giveaway, I'll hit you up. Just let me know one of the 3 hats on our website, and you can grab it. Alrighty, congratulations, Baldinosaur.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold up.
Can I use the collusion thing now?
It's not me. That's not me.
That's his brother.
It's a random thing done by a producer.
All right, folks. Hopefully, I won't win next week, but congrats.
I know it is what it is. I mean, it's a random draw.
That's crazy.
He wins it,
and he just left too. He just left.
Should have waited.
He just left the studio. I mean, hey, congrats, Ant.
He's probably already on the pike.
That's huge. Yeah, he's probably on the pike.
Yeah, I mean,
he's probably listening to us right now live on Sirius XM.
Call in, actually. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, Ant.
Alrighty, so you guys want to jump to Start 'em Sit-ems?
I like it. I got some, not too hot of a take, but I got a good sit-em. I got a good sit-em this week for my running back.
Alrighty, Dave, you start us up.
So for quarterbacks, I am going to start Mr. Gardner Minshew himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, 3 weeks he didn't really do too great. I think he's going to have a big bounce back this week. I mean, DJ Chark's looking great. He's been throwing balls like in the corner of the end zone that literally you cannot get any further away from, and he's just dropping dimes. It's awesome. It's awesome to see.
I would say,
sorry, keep going.
Chark isn't looking great though. He's hurt.
Yeah,
again.
But I like Keelan Cole still, and Levitsky.
Chenault's looking good.
He really is. I'm sitting Joey Burrow again. I think I might have had him last week as a sit-em. Doing it again. My Colts are going to prove me wrong. and win a game. I mean, their defense is what's going to win them. If Joey Burrow beats the Colts next week, I don't know what to do. I mean, someone's got to give me something to do because I will lose my mind. Because the Colts defense cannot let a rookie quarterback beat them. And Phillip Rivers, if you throw the ball to the other team 2 more times in the same quarter, I'm going to lose my mind. And then he gets intentional grounding in the end zone. Who the fuck does that? Who does that? Phillip Rivers. Let's just pay him money and let him. I need Jacoby Brissett back. And I was out on him, too. I was totally out. And I don't know what to do.
Bryce, how about you? What are you doing at quarterback this week?
So, stardom, Goff against that banged-up Niners defense on primetime
I like
football.
that. Yeah, that Niners defense is gross.
Yeah, especially with the injuries. I think pre-injuries, I'm probably not taking Goff, but
Be a big win for the Rams, too.
Yeah, I think they're going to prove to everyone on primetime that they're a team that's going to compete this season.
Mm-hmm. McVay's got a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. My sit-em, Dave's favorite, Baker.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, him in the second half is garbage.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh's pass rush defense is just insane. TJ Watt's going to eat him.
Mike Hilton.
Yeah, and Mike Hilton.
Love it.
I'm going to be starting Kirk Cousins.
Ooh.
He's playing against Atlanta. Atlanta's defense has just been atrocious this year.
You don't think they're going to step it up with no more Danny Quinn?
The defense, no. The offense, maybe.
Yeah.
But that defense, there's no hope there.
I mean, Carolina gashed him.
Yeah, it's
He'll have his one breakout game.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say his over-under right now, if you're betting on that, the prop is 270. I think Cousins goes over 270.
You like what? 270.
270 yards. I'm thinking he goes over 270.
I like that. No Dalvin Cook.
I say, without Dalvin Cook, they might be a little.
I bet that Madison.
They might be a little tempted to air it out more than they want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I like it.
I like Cousins this week. I'm gonna be sitting Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, dude, he's been great right now. He's been great the last 3 weeks.
That Chicago D.
Yeah, but he's playing the Bears.
I mean, they put Tommy Brady in a blender.
Playing good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm sitting Bridgewater.
I like it.
For running backs, I'm gonna be starting James Robinson. I don't think he is.
That's a different player for me.
I know.
Spinner.
That's his nickname?
The nickname.
I'm
Spinner
hyped
Robinson.
to have him on my team.
So I'm starting him against the Lions. The Lions' defense is terrible.
Sucks. Yeah.
Coming off a bye, I don't think they did anything on the bye, so I don't expect this defense to be looking good. Start him. I'm gonna be sitting Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I almost had that, Fran. I like it.
Against the Steelers.
Yep. That defense.
I mean, it's Steelers defense.
Can't run on that defense.
Yeah. So we're sitting Baker Mayfield and Kareem Hunt. I mean,
you don't like the Browns this week, huh?
No, it's a classic Browns versus Steelers matchup, and the Steelers always kick the crap out of them.
Yep.
So
you don't think it's a different year though?
No, not. It's a different year. That matchup's the same though.
Yep. So for running back, is that where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting Jonathan Taylor. I don't think he is underproduced the last 2-3 weeks. I think this is his big breakout game. I mean, Cincinnati's defense is gross.
Yeah.
It's awful. You can't really stop much. Look what Lamar Jackson did last week. But I mean, again, that defense helped a lot. But I just think Jonathan Taylor is a very good player and a very good pure running back. And I think Phillip Rivers can't be trusted with that goddamn ball.
Yep.
So just give it to the running back.
I would say the thing with the Colts is they got to get up early and then rely on the run.
Right.
So.
And I am sitting Melvin Gordon because he is an alcoholic. That's just how it goes. If you get a DUI at the beginning of the week, you're not going to be playing good on Sunday, most likely.
Yeah, I mean, Gordon was pissed that he didn't play, so he had to do something to kill
I would also go on a bender, but that's just me. Me and him would be good friends. Guaranteed.
Bryce, what are you doing at running back?
So, stardom, I got Gurley against the Vikings. Vikings allow 130 rushing per game.
Gurley's looking sick.
Yeah, I think he's starting to finally get his groove going in Atlanta. A team where he wants to be, he wants to play.
Right.
He's actually happy.
There's no really committee. I mean,
no, exactly.
Brian Hill's not fucking.
Yeah, they know he's going to get the ball. And he received really well for the first time.
And finally, Dan Quinn's gone.
Yeah,
so they might actually
use him.
Run the ball, Yep. And I'm sitting Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Love it. Love it. I hate Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He sucks. He's overrated.
Yeah, and they're going to have to throw the ball this week.
LSU
Tough
sucks.
This game's going to be high scoring.
You
all
think?
Passing.
Ooh. I think Chiefs blow them out. Chiefs are mad.
I think the Chiefs win, but I mean that's a tough matchup for running backs.
Buffalo can answer.
Yeah.
And he just played bad, so he's going to have to.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. A lot of catch up.
Have they decided on when that game is?
It's Monday night at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I would. Oh,
that's a
5 o'clock
that's
Monday
a Josh
night football.
Allen time to play football.
Bro, you can't give me 5 o'clock Monday night football. I'll be hammered by 3. Come on now.
All right, wide receiver. I'm going to be starting Justin Jefferson.
Oh.
So, I mean, I'm going with Cousins and Jefferson. I like that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Thielen is going to do what Thielen does, and I think Jefferson's going to have a huge week again. I mean, it's the same thing, as I said, with their quarterbacks. Atlanta just doesn't defend well at all. And hopefully, I mean, the Vikings aren't doing that great, so I don't think they're going to blow them out. So I think they're going to be forced to pass. Like I said, without Dalvin Cook, I think they're going to be forced to pass a lot more than they would like.
Yep.
So hopefully it's a big game for both Thielen and Jefferson. Obviously, we're starting Thielen, so my start is Jefferson.
Like it.
I'm going to be sitting Tyler Boyd. AJ Green is out now, so I mean, Boyd's
he's questionable, Fran. Like, me as an owner, I would know that because I keep up with my team. He practiced today. He's questionable for Sunday, so he's not out. Let's stop jumping the gun here.
All right, he's not out, but what's he really done?
Team morale. Helped them win 2 weeks ago. Helped them tie 3. Like,
They had the
I don't know what
they had the camera on AJ Green, and
he
he's like, just trade me.
If he didn't mess up that touchdown catch with the pass interference against the Eagles, they would have won. He would rather them tie for more motivation. He's a team player. You're just dumb.
Very weird logic, but
I mean, Champ's logic proves to be correct.
But I'm sitting Boyd. I mean,
I don't hate that. I mean,
that Indy defense. If AJ Green doesn't play, Boyd's going to be drawing Xavier Rhodes.
I like T. Higgins too a little.
Rhodes looks like he's back to his All-Pro form, so it's a scary matchup for Boyd.
I love it. I'm going to be starting Terry McLaurin. I think that's a gross game that we're going to be watching. Giants in Washington. It's going to be high scoring because I don't think – I mean, Washington's defense is all right, but I think Danny Dimes can whip it around.
Yep.
But that's why I think it's going to be a little high scoring, a lot of passing. I think Kyle Allen's going to be playing.
He is.
So
he practiced today. Looks like
he's
playing.
He's going to actually get a full game in. He aired it out last year too, so I'm not completely against it. And McLaurin is a garbage time monster.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Allen's a little hands, hopefully.
I think the Giants get their first win this week.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Washington, maybe.
I'm sitting Mr. Robbie Anderson. That Bears defense is top notch, and I think DJ Moore has the game.
Yeah.
In that one. I think Robbie gets shut down.
Bryce?
Curtis Samuel? No, I'm just saying that's not my start.
Curtis Samuel?
Shut up, Fran.
Hey, he's solid 5+ points a week. It is what it is.
I'm starting Devontae Parker. Might have switched that last second.
Love it.
But I think Fitzmagic could eat up that Jets defense. I think they're playing to lose.
Preston Williams, though.
Preston Williams is coming out, but I still think Parker's the one out there.
Gesicki had a good game, too.
Yeah, they don't have anyone that can compete with the jump ball.
Mike Williams?
Mike Williams is not on the Dolphins, David.
But jump balls.
And I'm sitting Mike Evans.
Love it. He's banged up.
Absolutely. And I think Jair Alexander could be the best corner in football.
Dude, he's good.
He's fucking he
plays.
He plays physical too.
He shut down Calvin Ridley completely.
That game was
and Ridley is the best wide receiver on the Falcons.
He was the number 1 receiver in fantasy going into that game and didn't even get a catch.
And on the Falcons.
He had 0 catches against Jair Alexander.
Which is insane.
Same amount as Julio.
And Julio wasn't even on Jair Alexander. That's crazy.
And Bryce, how about your tight ends?
Oh, so we got starting Jonnu.
I love it. I mean, Jonnu had a touchdown this week on Tuesday, which really wasn't. So he's still really good fantasy tight end.
He's good for like a 4-yard touchdown.
Right.
Yeah.
And he could bust one too. He's fast.
He's extremely fast in flats. It's crazy.
I
like that.
18 catches, 221.
Jonnu
Smith from Northeastern.
That's Neat's tight end. So I mean,
he finally found one.
Yeah, he's a tight end away.
I think he's there. Congrats.
And
congrats to Nate.
Ertz against that Baltimore defense.
Love it. Ertz is underproducing like a lot this year.
Yeah, that whole team is. The Eagles are struggling.
Goddard's the guy, I think, and he's hurt. You know what I mean? Like, he is that guy.
We're talking about like Ertz like getting traded too. I feel like
because they don't want to pay him.
He has a contract issue.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, once it's so in need of a playmaker, where I'm surprised Ertz, but you just can't trust the kid right now.
They're gonna score like 10 points this week.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
If that, yeah.
Against Baltimore, yeah. Oh yeah. Dave, how about you? Tight ends.
I got Mr. Robert Tonyan. I know he's the number 1 tight end in the league, but everyone's sleeping on this kid. I don't care if Devontae Adams has been out. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in football right now. And he's... Who else? Who's better?
Mahomes.
He lost. So, I mean, next.
Russell.
He throws picks. Next. I mean,
Josh Allen?
he throws a lot of picks. Next.
3 picks on the year.
But Robert Tonyan,
Ryan Hoyer.
5. All right, you got me there. You got me there. He knows how to call the timeout. But Tonyan, 5 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks. I think Rodgers has found his new red zone target in Mr. Robert Tonyan, who looks like Mr.
Again.
Pour one out for my homies himself. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think I got him on my team. But I'm going to be sitting Mr. Noah Fant. We saw what the Pats did against Darren Waller. I don't think that's going to even be an issue for them. Noah Fant's going to do I think if anything, Jerry Jeudy's going to have a good game. But I don't know. Noah Fant, lockdown. Stephon Gilmore will be back, which is huge. And
COVID-free.
I mean, it's perfect. Perfect timing for the Patriots. Everything's setting up for the Patriots to win that game. I think Noah Fant gets shut down, and maybe Drew Lock has a good game, but I don't even think
Is it Lock?
Yeah, he's 100%.
He returned to practice, so.
He does. Did he return?
Yep.
Poor Blake Bortles.
I don't understand why they even signed him.
I mean, he got paid.
Yeah, I mean, not really.
But why would you sign him?
I don't think they knew how long Locke was going to be out for.
I mean, they weren't expecting to have a bye in week 4.
That's
so.
true.
Oh, shoot.
Their bye wasn't supposed to be this week either, so
I mean, Bortles is hype. He gets a little pocket change.
Yeah.
I think Melvin Gordon didn't get the memo.
No, he's an alcoholic. It's
I
on
feel
my
like
paper.
He thinks it's a bye week all of a sudden.
Yep.
I mean,
he's an alcoholic.
If they were the Patriots, they'd probably have a bye week when they wanted, so it is what it is.
I mean, champs stay champs. Champs make champ moves. Me and Belichick have talked, and we understand that what needs to be done in our time. So, I mean.
All right, and Dave, we trust.
That's all I've been waiting for. Thank you, Fran. This can end.
I'm starting Evan Ingram against Washington.
You're finally, huh? After being, down on him for the
past
5
I'm
weeks.
still down on Ingram. It's a streaming play.
Yeah, rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, just play your tight end against against Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best offensive weapon other than Daniel Jones on the field.
Darius Slayton.
I mean, Slayton's
good, but
I like him.
He
had some sick catches
Ingram's
in that
proven.
Dallas game.
I think
Ingram's
the thing with
proven.
Slayton is he has 8 touchdowns, and they've came in 4 games. Every time that guy catches a touchdown, he catches 2 in the game, and that's it.
Danny Dimes doesn't even look at Ingram.
No.
It's crazy.
He doesn't, yeah.
And, I mean, I think he's going to this week. They want to win, so.
Do they? I mean, they literally, if they win that game, they're in the race for the playoffs at 1-5.
In that division, absolutely.
100%. I mean, Dallas, Andy Dalton, and then Eagles. I told you, when the Eagles tied, that is going to come down at the end for the playoff spot.
And it's going to help him.
And it's going to help them.
Yeah.
It's insane. I hate the Eagles.
A 6-10 team is going to win that division.
It's 6-9-1.
It's going to be like the 9-7 when the Seahawks did. And then Beast Mode was born against the Saints, so.
Beastquake.
Yeah, I mean,
holds his nuts.
Maybe we'll get something this year, and a legend will be born in the playoffs. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe CH.
It's a big maybe.
Not even in that division. I'm sitting Jimmy Graham against Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Jimmy
a lot. I'm with Bryce on that.
I like Jimmy.
I think Jimmy's back to
I think
a little bit to his old ways.
Off.
Yeah, he's got a little flash in the
And he looks good in Chicago. He's happy.
He looks. I mean, that one-handed snag was sick.
Yeah. How many other catches did he have last week? 3.
It was still in the end zone.
I think he had more points than George Kittle.
He might have.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, it's crazy.
3 catches for 30 yards.
So wait till your team turns on. I know.
3 catches this week, 4 catches last week.
Tutty.
Not last week, but 2 weeks ago he had 2. So I mean, I'm sitting him against Carolina. That pass defense has been better than expected.
I think the letdown spot for Carolina, but
I do too.
We'll see. I mean, I'm sitting Jimmy Graham.
Also heard a little Le'Veon to the Bears movement. I don't know how real that is. My sources are telling me he's going back to Pittsburgh, though. Trust me.
Bryce, how about you, tight end?
I already did mine.
Oh, alrighty. So
almost had to toss in another one. Started Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. I honestly, you know what? I am changing my stardom from Robert Tonyan to Jimmy Graham.
I love it.
I think he's going to ball out this week. Thank you very much.
We'll see.
We will.
So let's jump into our Week 6 matchups.
Oof.
A lot of good ones this week.
Yeah, Bryce, you're playing SJ Knights.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think
Thank God Seattle's got that bye week.
You get a little lucky with Wilson being out.
Yeah, the
Take
bye week favor in that one. So I think you're gonna win that week.
100%.
You'll be staying at number 1 after this week.
Hope so.
Hopefully it's not a little Shane situation.
Yeah, I mean,
you never know.
Not the best luck there.
Dave, who are you taking?
I'm taking Bryce as well.
Bryce, obviously yourself. Tyler?
Yeah.
Well, didn't you say how many of the last number ones have gone down?
Oh, you like the trends. Oh, yeah, okay, wait, I'm switching. The trend has me. Bryce loses this week.
The number 1 team hasn't won after week 2. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going SJ.
I love it,
Yeah,
love it, love it. Sorry, Bryce.
And you picked me last week to lose.
Yeah, but you weren't number 1 yet.
So I'm trending. When you pick me to lose, I'm trending. I win.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
All right, I'm switching it again. Bryce is winning this week.
Alrighty, Dave.
That
Dave,
means
here's a
Bryce
good
will lose.
Nation of Domination versus 69ers. Dave, Tyler. Ooh, big matchup.
I mean, everyone's still counting out my team. I know, Fran, in the back of your head, you're like, Dave's team's not that good. I'm not that worried, blah, 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 blah. Come week 13 when I beat your ass, and you're like, what happened again? Oh, I can't win. You're going to realize I have talent on my team, and I know how to play fantasy. Tyler, no Drew Brees this week. It's going to be tough. No Kamara. Going to be tough.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
And I have, in my head, I know who you're picking up off the fantasy wire, so I'm going to pick him up too, and then you're going to be scrambling come Sunday. Just letting you know.
Okay.
And I'm taking the win, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, Dave, I think
Get
you're
a
winning that
crystal
one.
ball in front of you.
Dave, I think you're going to win that one as well.
I think Matt Ryan, after a 5-point game, I think he's going to ball out. And no Dan Quinn.
Yep. Bryce, who are you taking that one?
I even no, Dave's gonna win. I think just purely based off of the Saints bye week.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And I think Henderson. I don't think he'll play that good against.
Le'Veon Bell.
The Rams.
My sources have told me Le'Veon Bell could also go to the Rams.
Ooh.
That's what my sources say.
Dangerous. They'd have 4.
Your sources are looking a lot like Schefter's.
My sources have told me Fran's also an idiot. That's just my sources.
I mean, Schefter's sources told him that Gilmore and Newton had dinner. Gilmore's wife says they didn't have dinner. Schefter now says he didn't see them have dinner, but they had dinner. So he didn't say where it was.
I believe Gilmore's wife.
Of course.
Well,
We respect women.
Yes, we respect her.
very nice lady, but I mean, she waited 6 days to say anything. I mean, dust up that lie here and there.
Fed up with it.
Patriots' wives will go down with their players.
100%.
Aaron Hernandez.
Jared Stidham.
No. All right. All right, friend. That was a
Yeah.
little.
I'm gonna
different
take
one.
the 69.
Tyler, obviously you're taking yourself.
Yeah.
Sleeper City versus
That's a little-
Scorpio.
I mean, that's a little biased, don't you think?
Dave,
I
Sleeper
would've taken
City,
you.
Scorpio.
I like Haas's team. I don't know how. But I like his team a little bit. Scorpio's team, it's Tom Brady and James Conner. And with my sources telling me that Le'Veon Bell's coming back to Pittsburgh.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, but Hopkins is his only guy, actually. Let me be clear. Tom Brady is not Tom Brady of 2014. James Conner literally doesn't look like a great. Like, they're throwing the ball way more in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see Scorpio. Scorpio and Mills are now kind of teetering at the bottom of least in the power rankings.
They are.
I'm going with Super City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Scorpio here.
Well, that's family.
I mean, Hawes had his big week, and I think he's coming back to earth here.
Really?
Yeah.
When are you going to have your big week?
The rest of the year.
When are you coming back to earth?
Next
Never.
year.
Yeah.
Next year. When I don't have a first round pick.
In the third round, not the first or the second, the third round.
Bryce, how about you? Who are you taking?
Yeah, I like Scorpio on the upset here. Doesn't even have a kicker or defense this week though, so I don't know.
Scorpio's banged up though.
No, they're coming back. I mean, Cook's finally had his game.
Yeah, I mean, and he's got Philip Lindsay, so if Gordon somehow doesn't make it to the game,
drug test or sobriety test or anything, like he will be there. And Philip Lindsay's good.
He is.
Lindsay's not bad at all.
And now he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got to show everyone why he
is better
should
than
be a starter.
Edelman too against the Denver defense. They don't have any number one corners.
Did you really just say Edelman's good? Do we have to do this again?
Who is Denver's number one corner?
I don't care.
You don't even. I don't know. Do you?
I don't care. I really don't care.
Denver sucks.
I don't care. Chris Harris Jr.
No.
He's
yeah.
He is on the
Chargers still.
Who's that other guy? Who's that guy that ripped off the chain?
Talib.
Talib's
coming back.
He's golfing.
Michael Crabtree.
No, dude.
Mediocre.
Did you really just say Edelman's good?
No, I said Edelman's going to be good this week.
Yeah, against Denver.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I like that. How many yards? Over, under 80?
Under.
Under. Edelman.
Under.
That's why you don't gamble. That's why you don't gamble. See, I like over. I like over Tyler.
Mark, you guys are insane. I can't
down.
believe we're doing this again. Every week. How many drops is Edelman going to have this week?
How many
Clyde points do you lose for a drop?
You think
you don't lose fantasy points, but you lose playing time.
Yeah, Edelman's going to lose playing time.
Edelman for
Are we doing this? Are we serious?
I mean, Edelman won't, but let's be real. Dude, Edelman is not good anymore. He's washed up. He's hurt. His hands
still gonna play.
suck.
He's still gonna get volume. He's still gonna be out there. Pat still have to throw the ball to someone.
Yeah, Demir Bird.
Oh my god.
James White.
I had nice. I had Demir Bird 2 weeks ago, right? I had Demir Bird 2 weeks ago, and Fran's like, Demir Bird, who's this bum, man? Why'd you pick him up? He's not gonna do anything. He's no trade value.
He got 10 targets.
No, that was after. I picked him up after his good game, and you're like, he had one good game ever. He didn't even play, and you traded him away for something. That's trade value.
That's great GM move, I'd say. Speaking of tight ends, actually, the Patriots have targeted their tight end position 7 times this year.
I mean, they're bums. What do you expect?
But still, hold on. So 7 tight end targets, which is the lowest in the NFL. The NFL averages 31.
That's another reason to play Edelman.
They run the ball.
And Damian Harris looks good.
He did look really good.
I don't think you can trust anyone in that backfield. Especially with the best player on IR.
I mean, stop it. You sat here for 10 minutes and you just told me Julian Edelman's still good and Sony Michel's the best in the backfield.
He's probably the best in the AFC.
East.
Definitely better than Clyde Edwards. I mean, Damian Harris looks better.
No.
Burkhead?
Yeah, he looks. I think he might have more fantasy points than Clyde Edwards.
He's also on my team.
He doesn't.
Oh, you checked just to make sure?
he's still running back 13.
And you picked him what?
Number
2 overall.
Which is 20th overall.
Dalvin Cook? Could have got him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now he's not playing this week, so.
Oh,
he's not playing next week. And then he has a bye after that.
So,
He'll still probably
CEH is playing all of
CEH
them,
on the whole season.
yeah, he's gonna. If CEH doesn't break top 10 fantasy players, that's a miss on you.
I mean, he's only 3 away right now.
Top 10
fantasy players.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant running backs.
I'm taking Scorpio.
All right, pour one out for Mahomes versus Tank for Trevor.
I gotta go with my guy Romano.
He just traded his best player.
I think Romano knows what he makes these plays, and I think, like Fitman said when he came on, pouring out from Mahomes' team is overrated. I don't think they can do what he does each week.
He is 4-1.
He is 4-1, but that one loss looked real bad.
I mean, it was the 69ers, so.
He didn't score much.
I mean, that's the last win 69ers has, so.
Also, team on decline.
Yeah, yep. Definitely a decline there.
Oh, no, it's not you, it's Aaron.
What?
Oh, not you.
On the decline.
Well, I mean, literally, yes.
You went
3-0, 3-2.
I'm scoring.
I mean,
about to be 3-3.
About to be 3.
I play anyone.
Romano's advanced stats would show you that you're on the decline.
Your number 1 team in the power rankings last week scored 71 points.
Well, that's just the power rankings
71.
curse.
If we look at Romano,
I think I've scored 120 plus every single game.
Mr. Romano says, "Hello? Oh, okay." Andrew says that you have the number 1 strength of schedule, so no wonder you're 3-2. Number 1 strength of schedule, you're not sitting at 5-0.
Come
on, decline.
Oh, 5-0?
Chris Carson's top 5.
That's insane.
Top 5. Oh, Juju Smith, the number 3 receiver now in Pittsburgh.
Whoa!
All right, here we
So
don't.
Is it Chase Claypool?
It's no.
It's still Deontay Johnson. Then it's Chase Claypool. Then it's Juju.
All right, sorry guys for just losing half our follower base because we have an idiot, but it's okay. I make up for it. Here, come on, friend. Come on. Stop.
It is what it is. Facts are facts, man.
Facts are Deontay gets hurt every other game.
Twice.
Every other game.
Twice.
A game.
Every other game. Come to reality, friend.
Where were we?
Tank for Trevor versus Mahomes.
Trevor. Tank for Trevor.
Mahomes.
I like Romano here.
Thank you.
Ooh, it's a split. 2-2. Suck My Fits versus Chubby Chasers. Ooh. Mills might get 2 wins.
No, Rodgers is back.
Yeah, I don't like Mills this week.
Rodgers is his team.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. But
there might be a trade in the works with me and him coming down with the little Christian McCaffrey movement. We'll see.
Involving Rodgers?
We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see what goes on.
Thought I got a text last night saying I had all the trust in Matty Ice.
I got a lot. But if I get Rodgers, he's just...
I mean, I'm going Chubby Chasers, Mills. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going Chubby Chasers.
Yeah, I like Chubby Chasers for sure.
Same.
Justin Jefferson's going to eat that Atlanta defense.
Mm-hmm. Rated X versus Discount Belichick.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Matchup of the week right there.
Yeah,
Really?
100%.
Yeah.
Wow, I like Jake here. Jake's team is pretty stacked still.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Johnny Taylor is going to have a balling week.
I do too. I'm going Discount. I mean, Fitman had a huge week last week. I don't think that
I don't think he
happens
does
again.
that every week.
Yeah,
No.
Le'Veon screwed him too.
And rumor has it, Pittman's been looking for a running back, heavy. So I don't know how good that's looking. Josh Kelly.
So Fitman scored 608 total points this week or this year. He's
week would be pretty
played
good.
against 609.06.
That's tough.
That's like
Sitting at 2-3. So
what's my record?
It's like me.
against that,
No, just regularly. What am I?
You're 3-2.
What are you?
2-3.
Okay.
What am I?
3-1.
4-1.
Oh my fuck.
Bryce, actually, you're.
Wait a minute. Who's got the worst record right now?
Scorpio and Suck My Fits.
No, I mean out of us four.
Oh.
Fran and
Oh.
yeah, Fran.
But who had the most picks in the? First
I mean,
two
Tyler
rounds?
doesn't even have any wins.
Not
It's not
us
his
three.
team.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit.
It's not his team.
That's tough. That's Juju's.
It's dual ownership.
Since I've said he's fired for producing, his team hasn't won a game.
What are you
So
talking about?
We need to rehire him.
Technically speaking, I paid for the full amount, so
Oh, Aaron's on the hot seat.
my team.
Aaron's on the hot seat.
Weren't you here draft? Oh no, you both were here.
No,
it was
just-
just
I
you.
drafted.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Alright.
Aaron, don't watch this.
Yeah.
Don't watch
Aaron,
this.
do not watch this, Aaron.
Block your
This is
ears.
back-to-back weeks.
No wonder why he traded Chris Carson. Tyler's been just
He said, "Screw
sucking-
you,
Yeah.
Tyler." $100 down the toilet right there.
Yeah. You want to pay for it? All right, here you go.
Tyler, how about you? Rated X or your brother?
Don't do your brother every week. All right.
I like him this week.
It's. I think he's up there in power rankings,
He's
and he
12.
should be.
He's 12.
Is he?
Yeah, he stayed put this week.
Pittman's higher at
He
9.
didn't move.
Pittman's good, but outside of those two receivers, just tough.
I mean, he's also hurting that running back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Especially
saying.
this
Hurt.
week.
It hurt. Josh Kelly's not the guy.
No, and he's also on a bye.
Yeah.
So
And Le'Veon got cut, so.
I'll trade him. James. I will trade him
Dude,
James Robinson. But he doesn't want
I
him.
tried trading last week to get Le'Veon Bell.
Was it a first rounder?
No, it was something with like Gaskin and
I would
someone
take
else.
Le'Veon now. I would buy low on him because wherever he goes,
I
I
saw
think he's gonna
Miami.
produce.
I mean, if you're sitting in a 12-man league, are you
Really?
even?
That's what I saw.
If you're on a 12-man league, are you dropping Le'Veon?
Yeah.
Isn't Le'Veon a Miami guy though? If you think about it, like he wants
Him
to
and
go
AB.
yeah, make an album.
But, like, Bryce, how about you? Are you dropping Le'Veon in a smaller league?
I would drop Le'Veon in this league.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, dude, it's
just saying.
it's week 6. He's not on a team. He gets picked up.
I accidentally cut Josh Gordon. I was kind of mad about that.
He's cut right now.
No, the other day.
Oh, that's how Romano has him.
Yeah, just like that. He was
still
ready.
hasn't even been reinstated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually,
Yeah.
he's the best. He's
He's-
on my chart. He is the highest wide
Mhm.
receiver.
Shout out Fat Ass Glass right now.
Yes,
Just randomly.
because he is the highest wide receiver on my list. He's awesome, role model.
Higher than DK?
No.
I mean, spiritually he's higher, but physically he's not. You know,
Alrighty, sweaty punt versus Armageddon for 7.
Nate's looking good again, and if he's got Cam Newton back, anything can happen. But against me, he couldn't do it. So I still think he's up there. I think we're gonna meet again in the playoffs. I'm gonna take down Fran first round, Nate second round, Tyler third. Should be fun. Call my shot now.
And you see me in the ship.
We're in the chip.
So
No.
it's gonna be me and you in a championship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You like that?
I don't mind it.
See? Sorry, you're.
How the hell is he
couldn't
on?
even- couldn't even
He's
think
on
of
a
anything.
decline, but he's making the championship.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's not winning this week because Drew Brees and Kamara. If he has Drew Brees
that's
and Kamara,
3
it's
and
a
3.
game. Yeah, 3-3. Then he's probably gonna win out, and then it's gonna be. Yeah. Yep. My
Crystal ball.
Andrew. All right, yeah. He did. Andrew.
What does he have? The second best strength? Okay.
Yeah. Andrew.
So it's just an easy schedule. He's got the Patriots schedule from last year.
Basically. I mean, the Patriots couldn't even get it done, so who knows?
Well, he doesn't have the second half. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that first half is almost.
He's also not 8-0 and finishing. I think they were like 5-7.
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
Well, I mean that math is 20 games, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's bad math, but
the
point's the same. You know what I meant.
Started 8-0 and finished 5-7.
No, I'm saying at the end of the season. I mean,
I wish there was 20 games.
I like Nate this week. I mean, Watson gets Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee's defense just forces turnovers.
100%. I mean, look at your MVP.
Yeah, look at anyone that plays him. Tyler Boyd against Indy, tough matchup.
Yep.
And then, I mean, Carson's on a bye, so
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's not.
Cousins on Nate's bench over there.
I mean,
a lot of our guys we picked in the pick'em are on Nate's team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cousins, and, Jonnu, Barker.
He's not gonna start Cousins.
McLaurin.
You know Nate's. Yeah, Nate. I mean, fantasy-wise, Cousins might be the better move over Cam, but against I think
Atlanta.
I think Kirk Cousins balls out against Atlanta more.
Cousins is projected more.
Well, projections don't mean shit. You know that.
I mean, no, but head-to-head, player-wise, I'd say so.
I don't know. I think they might rely on that Damian Harris run game and Sony Michel run game and every single other person they have in that backfield run game. It's crazy. Or Sony's still on IR?
Sony, yeah.
We don't talk about it. Just
one more week, I think.
When'd you draft him?
Like 6th, 7th round.
That's smarter than Bill.
It's also smarter than CEH in the second pick.
Bill drafted Sony in the first. So.
Bill's also not drafting an entire team.
Yeah.
I don't care. He drafted Sony Michel.
You can pick a way better, worse pick than Sony Michel.
To a 32-man league.
You can pick a way better, worse
with
pick
real
for the Patriots than Sony Michel.
Yeah, N'Keal Harry. Jared Stidham.
Stidham wasn't early enough.
He was a 4th-round pick. That's early enough.
4th round.
Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick.
Sony Michel
and
was
his ankle is snapped in half. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Sony Michel was literally a 1st-round pick.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't compare Stidham to a 4.
Josh Gordon.
Wasn't drafted by them.
Exactly.
Ed Hearns when I pee versus Morningwood.
Morningwood. Ed Hearns is done. I mean, Dak was putting up huge fantasy numbers.
No Dak, no Dalvin Cook, possibly no Melvin Gordon.
Woo! Because he's a drunk. It's tough. I mean,
all he had to do was call an Uber and not arrested.
I've been there a million times. Always call that Uber. You always want to call that Uber.
Melvin Gordon doesn't have the money to call that Uber.
You're right. What? Fran, call that goddamn Uber. What do you mean?
I'm just saying. That it is what it is.
Can afford to call an Uber.
If I can afford to call
Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon's calling that Uber.
Apparently
Melvin
not.
Gordon should call a private jet.
Melvin Gordon's got to learn the old trick. Halfway through, cancel trip. Boom. Oh, what happened there? Yeah, just let me up here, buddy. Walk the rest home. It's fine. Works every time. Might get a 1-star.
So I'm taking Morningwood. I mean, you
always take that Morningwood. You know.
Bryce.
Yeah, he's gonna double. It Hearns when I pee Morningwood. So.
Yeah, I think what a matchup.
I had to read that all together once I saw it.
I'm not a huge Morningwood guy, so I'm gonna go. I think the upset. I think Ed Hearns when it pees picks up a QB and I think he keeps the ball rolling a little bit. Maybe
hit
he
me
makes
up
a
about
trade.
Herbert, please.
Yeah, hit me up about anyone. You know, I'll trade anyone. You know me.
Tyler, how about you? Who are you taking?
I'm gonna take Morningwood.
Classic.
And the franchise versus Nuck if you buck.
I'm taking Shane all the way here. You know me, Fran. I could never bet on you because you are my enemy.
Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah. I mean, I think Shane's team bounces back. Aaron Jones is back. There's no chance he puts up less than 100 again.
I mean, Michael Thomas is on a bye. Hunter Henry is on a bye.
Alexander Madison, though.
It's true.
They're going to air it out.
I still think Fran wins.
No, I think Fran's...
Clyde Edwards-Helaire could put up 1 this week. I think Fran will still win.
Yeah, he won't even put up 1.
I'm thinking... I'm projected...
You're projected
I'm projected this. I'm projected that.
The upside's there.
Bro, I was projected, what? Probably to lose last year, and then what happened? Oh, yeah, okay.
What happened?
Oh, I won. 2019 Dave Preventure. Fran is corrupt. Nice name.
Beautiful name.
Tyler, who are you taking?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna.
Don't do it.
I'm trying to go undefeated.
Go against him. Who are you picking?
Who are you playing again? Sorry.
Shane.
Shane.
Producer doesn't even know what's going on.
Producer's in space right now.
Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
go with.
Hey, Jake, if you're watching, we need you next week. Your brother's not going to be here.
This is going to be hell next week with Jake. No offense, Jake.
The franchise.
What? Nah, Jake, we do need you then. Come on. That's crazy. I mean, Fran makes all these trades and he thinks his team is...
If I choose a franchise, you can't fire me, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if... I guess I can do whatever I want.
Why can't we fire Fran? I mean...
I don't think any of us can get fired, because we won't get paid, so...
We should fire Mills.
Speaking of that, we have a donation link underneath. No.
There is, actually.
Is there? All right, there it is underneath. It is underneath.
We should also fire Armageddon for 7. I mean, the kid's been texting me to play Madden all night.
And he's, right now, he's
he's literally, me. Dude, you playing? I have 7 texts from the kid.
Nate.
7 texts from the kid.
Nate, never stop being great, man. I love you. You're my guy. You know that.
But, I mean, it is what it is. Nate wants to be on the podcast, but doesn't even watch the podcast, so.
I mean, it's tough.
He's not even working, and he's not watching us.
Oh, I mean, he could have been right there.
He could have been a guest, but he's not for the brand, so.
Classic.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
It's ridiculous. Unreal, Nate. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for today.
Fran. You had me angry there.
David. Go trade for Le'Veon, bud.
Fran, keep betting on CEH. Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, like us on YouTube as well. Follow us on Twitch and
Instagram.
And make sure you look out for that next giveaway. Hopefully, Fran's brother doesn't win.
Yep. Check out our website. His
mama win this time.
Check out our website.
Check out the website. Merch is on the bottom of the page. Check us out.
Look at this. Mother's Day is coming up in about 5 months. You could buy a nice mug for your mother for coffee and other necessities, cocoa. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to the 508 Power Hour. Make sure to hit that follow button on Twitch and hit subscribe on YouTube at 508 Association.